All right, guys, what's up? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to my community tab. Now, if you've been playing XDefiant, there is a chance that a significant number of you might actually be experiencing recoil problems and or hit registration problems with your gun if you have camos equipped. So how this actually started was when I played a little bit of a session the other day, and I played about after finally not using camos after so long, being past the level 200, I'm like, yeah, let me put a camo on, whatever. And when I put a camo on my M16, I felt a difference. It felt so significantly different to where it was a hit registration issue or a recoil issue. Just everything just kind of felt off and inconsistent. I played 5 or 6 games or so with it that way, and it was definitely a different experience than before. And I'm like, oh, maybe this is what the players are referring to when they're talking about a lot of the bad hit registration issues, because even though I do experience some hit registration issues with XDefiant, it's fairly consistent in terms of my hits registering compared to some of the things that other players have mentioned. So I'm like, okay, I played the game long enough. It's like, all right, let me take this off. Let me take the camo off. And then once I took the camo off, it was business as usual and everything felt fine. The weapon felt fine in terms of recoil from the feels of it, and the hit registration seemed to go back to quote unquote normal. I checked my ping previously, so that had nothing to do with it. So my thing is, after just examining everything in my mind, excuse me, as well as reading to what I'm about to read to you here in a minute, that it may be having an effect on the recoil, which could be having an effect on the hit registration in some way, shape, or form, or aligning with things. And some of you guys may have noticed that with certain red dot sights with certain weapons, sometimes aligning and things can seem off, and it can throw you off target, and you have to kind of adjust. So this may be a similar sort of issue, but somehow related to camos in some way, shape, or form, which is very weird. And upon feeling this, I went to my community tab and I said right here where I'm at, it says, hey guys, when you play XDefiant again, if you use your camos on your weapons, takes the camos off and see if the hit registration seems to be better. Wondering if I just experienced was a placebo or not. Thanks, please let me know. So I ended up getting, first of all, the responses down here were, imagine if you discover one of the oddest and most crippling bugs that the game has ever seen. I doubt it, but definitely worth a test. And, you know, and right here, the person that ended up actually testing this whole thing said, that thought is terrifying, but it would explain why my level 400 ACR feels like dog water. But the iron-sighted M16 that I barely touched last season felt like preseason goodness. So, okay. So basically, she basically ended up trying it. So she said to me, important update, I just played 9 matches. The matches I used the same loadout, only changing the skins. And then she explains the loadout, ACR with rapid fire barrel, reflex sight, fast mag, leather wrapped, and lightweight stock, 686 Magnum with heavy grip, muzzle brake, Operation Geo with Anarchy, input method PS5, standard controller. Okay, so 2 matches were with deluxe ACR and the gold 686. 2 were without any camo. The next 2 were with titanium Prisma ACR and wild card 686. And then the next 2 were back to no camo. And the 9th match, I did not finish with the Power Washer ACR and took the skin off because of how apparent the difference was. The objective of the test was to get 1 pistol to kill and rate how difficult it was with the camo, and then do my best with the ACR using the same loadout while playing Team Deathmatch. Jack or anyone else reading this is not a placebo. I cannot express that I cried from joy feeling the preseason goodness once again without a camo equipped. I got a 19 kill streak, and I'm not the best player ever, but I haven't gotten a 15 kill streak ever since preseason. I thought it was just me getting worse the longer I played. Guys, I was having fun playing XDefiant again. I was melting bunny hoppers and my aim remained consistent and went where I wanted it to go. The aim was snappy, the aim assist wasn't overbearing like I was fighting it. I'm no professional game tester, but my guess is when the camo is equipped, the target acquisition is reset every shot, which forces the players to then fight against the recoil and the moving player. This could explain why bunny hopping is so annoying when in reality, they are making themselves more stationary targets for everyone aiming for body over headshots. If you read this, I beg you, take off your camos and try it. Oh my F&G. It's been so long since I've been excited to play XDefiant. These matches without a camo on my ACR were so fucking fun that I can't express with words alone. So Now, one of the biggest things before moving on and showing you a few more things that you guys might want to know, one of the few things that we can certainly say about XDefiant is that a lot of players' experiences, regardless of whatever platform they're playing on, or regardless of whatever their connection is, and et cetera, everybody's been having all sorts of different experiences in terms of what they've been feeling and a lot of inconsistencies. So I'm saying, like, the camo could simply be playing a role in some way, shape, or form with those inconsistencies. So I'm going to go on to Twitter over here because I sent this to Mark immediately. I said, at Pixels of Mark, important, please read. One of my followers confirmed my suspicion that Hitreg feels off when equipping camos on weapons. I never used camos before a session yesterday and immediately felt the difference and was back to normal after taking the camo off. Level 201 here. And then Mark responded to me and said, that would be crazy if that's true. I will get this over to our engineers. So, and then of course I had a response to this saying that this gentleman here is having the same issue with that as well. So basically this is something that could be related either to hit registration or recoil. You know, looking back at everything and rereading everything, it seems like it's like a recoil and alignment thing, especially when you consider the red dot thing that we talked about. So, and again, there's one more thing that I want to show you here on Twitter. So let's see. So what else? Somebody else said it's all over YouTube. You might check it out and respond to this. Oh, and one more thing. Mark Ruben actually, after I tweeted at him again, I said, also, here's a screenshot of the specifics in her experience. I noticed a difference simply because I played 99% of the time without any camos, except for those handful of games the other day. Hope this helps. Thanks again for looking into this, Mark. And then that's basically the screenshot of what we just went over. So one of the reasons why I made this video was because I wanted to not only spread awareness about this, but I also wanted a larger sample size. And I do think that there may be a significant number of you that might be experiencing this. Now, this might not be every single player, but I'm just saying that there may be a few of you that are experiencing this. And if it is definitely something related to hit reg or recoil or something, some sort of inconsistency with the guns related to camos, then it's something that obviously the devs definitely need to be aware of, and therefore we can get some more consistency going with XDefiant. So again, it was really nice. I want to say thank you to Alyssa to Admiral Alyssa for making me aware that this was not just me thinking this and feeling this. So I just wanted to kind of spread awareness. And if anybody has any sort of experiences after they test this, please let everything known down below. Even if it's normal, even if you're not experiencing anything of a difference, let it be known. And if you are, of course, experiencing anything different, please explain as best as you can what the specifics are, if you're willing to do so, because after all, videos in comment sections specifically are a source of information for the devs and anybody else that watches, because we do know that they do indeed watch YouTube videos, and this is one that they're definitely going to want to watch and get additional feedback from, especially when Mark sends this information to the engineers. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end it here. I hope to hear some results from you guys down below, and let's get this sample size going, so that way if it is something that is of a major issue that was underlying that we didn't notice quite before, we can get this resolved and therefore getting the game feeling better and operating better. And as always, I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time to watch and or listen. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.